Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. There's near consensus that a significant percentage of jobs will be lost to automation. A generous universal basic income may not be the answer, because even if you tax successful corporations and fat cats at 100%, there might not be enough money to provide a livable income for the many millions of Americans and billions of people worldwide who won't be able to sustainably find and keep decent paying work. Besides, giving cash instead of work ignores that people need work to feel of value. At minimum, staying busy avoids excessive worry and troublemaking. As the old saw says, idle hands are the devil's workshop. The foundational solution may lie in creating a less materialism-based society, in which people find more of their life's worth in creative output, in relationships, and in recreation. But that's a radical change in mindset, perhaps unrealistic to accomplish in adults. So, we may be wise to begin by educating kids and parents now about the wisdom of that. That would increase the chances of the public of 2040 accepting a very low level of universal basic income, some in cash and some by making available very low-cost housing, food, medical care, etc. I can envision apartment buildings with tiny apartments, communal cafeteria-style eating, on-site nurse-centric healthcare, which is not unlike even prestigious colleges have. Those, what I might call residence centers, would be located in walkable areas and near low-cost mass transit. To reduce the chances of those residence centers turning into the slum high-rises of earlier decades, there would be a rich program of social activities to build cohesion and pleasure in the residents' mini-communities. Such a plan might be affordable with heavy but not eviscerating taxation of corporations, the wealthy, and the middle class. Of course, many other people will be able, with their income and their family support, to live a higher level lifestyle. But I predict that within the next 2 or 3 decades, most Americans will live as I described in the previous little section there. What might a typical week in the life of such a person look like? As today, he or she'd get their kids off to school, and then to a 20-hour-a-week job, perhaps a single position in the private, nonprofit, or government sector, or it could be a patchwork, some hours in such a job, and some in simple self-employment, for example, helping wealthier people with their newborn, with childcare, with personal assisting, with computer tutoring, being an elder companion, and so on. More of people's lives would be spent on avocations, maybe sports, creative outlets, being with friends or family. I would guess that on average, people will be happier and healthier in such a society than in our current, quote, American dream, keep up with the Joneses, she who dies with the most toys wins. And the poor almost probably will do better. With the available work distributed more broadly, everyone will have some sort of work for 20 hours a week, even if it's a government-created work project administration type job. Of course, I could be dead wrong about all this. For example, the cost of all that could eat our seed corn, leaving no money for corporations, the rich, or the government to create jobs, produce products, and provide services. 20 hours of work a week could leave too much time on people's hands, leading to the aforementioned mischief. Most decent-paying jobs could be beyond the many millions of people who don't have the wherewithal to be, for example, high-performing knowledge workers. Or the bite the hand that feeds you syndrome could result in social unrest, if not downright insurrection. But even if the proposed scenario is wrong, it seems important that we start talking about the issue now, when there's time to prepare, and when, during today's time of record unemployment, more of us can be more rational and less desperate. So, what do you think of what I predict here? Would you like to propose a different scenario or solution? Your comments below are most welcome, as well as usual, your thumbs up, your thumbs down, and your sharing on. You push the share button on, share it on your social media, and certainly subscribing to this channel will be welcome. In any event, I certainly do appreciate your watching. I am Marty Nemko.